Hello, this is Scopely Taxi Services. How may I be of service? You'd like a taxi? Okay, it's on way. What's the destination? Star Trek Fleet Command? Okay, no problem. We'll get it there right away. Hi, good evening everybody and welcome back to the channel. So as you saw from the intro, we're going to be talking about that thing over there, the USS Discovery. Now, when I was just actually once I'd recorded the intro and then started to record this bit, I noticed I've skipped a specialty ship. I've skipped the bug. The turd. I'm not going to give it a new name because I don't want to get done for copywriting and sued for slander, or I'm not going to go there. But so Devore will be the next video that I actually do. But we're going to talk about the USS Discovery today and why I actually emphasized it as a taxi service. You'll also notice I'm wearing headphones today because I've noticed the audio seems to be a wee bit low. So hopefully, you never know, maybe the audio will be a bit better today. Hopefully, if it does sound a bit echoey, obviously it's because I don't have soundproofing. I'm in my living room. Yes, that's where I record, in my living room, because I don't have a studio, I don't have an office. But that's by the by, so let's kick into the Discovery then. So this is out of the box, USS Discovery. As you can see, up there is the Mycelium harvesting speed increased by 60%. Now, basically, this ship is a bit of a combination between a crap warship, and we'll get onto why it's crap, and a miner, and an Uber. So it's 3 for the price of 1. Yes, basically this thing requires mycelium, which you'll find in a number of systems, and we will cover that later in the video, which you will need to operate its mycelium drive, which it needs to jump around the galaxy. Again, we'll cover that as well. But when I say it's a crap ship, well, take a look at that blue line up there. It is a rare, and if you also notice, it's got 3 stars. This is a G3 ship, pure and simple. But the problem is, this is not like any other G3 rare ship. It's not going to be as good as your Intrepid. It's not going to be good as your Gladius and the Burrell. That's the other one. And also, it is an Explorer, like the Burrell. But unfortunately, it is a crap ship. I'm not going to lie. This thing was launched with so much pomp and circumstance. It is crap. And if we just take a look at the stats, I mean, you can see damage per round 9,000. 9,000. Okay, but can't say too much. And then obviously shield deflection at 2,385, armor, dodge at 16,000. Dodge. This is an Explorer, not an Interceptor. So why its dodge is a hell of a lot higher, I didn't even realise that till just now, is, well, this is Scopely, what do you expect? Nothing to make sense. And obviously its health, and its whole health and shield health, which, to be perfectly honest, it's not that bad. But the one thing is, when it comes down to its attack, it's absolutely crap. And obviously, if we click back onto the main stats, as you can see, the attack says 15,000. That is relatively crap for a G3 ship. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to mince words. I don't mince words. But it is what it is. I would not recommend this for warship. This ship is pure and simple. It is a Uber. Now, we all know what an Uber is nowadays. It's a posh taxi service, basically. Yeah, you don't have to ring up an office and book a taxi. You actually, I'm not quite sure how it works, but I think you just ring the person up and they come, something like that. I don't know. But like I said, this was launched with a lot of pomp and circumstance, a ship that can jump between systems and everything. But the problem is, a lot of players found it as a big fat lemon to begin with. But they did actually sort that one out. And before we actually go any further, I forgot to call up something. STFC.com. As you can see, this has got 9 tiers. So I thought I'd just show you the total cost of actually building it. And to be perfectly honest, for a G3 rare, it's not that bad in materials. The worst bit is the titanium at 1.8 billion. I mean, that's steep for a rare. But then again, I've not maxed out my Burrell. I've not maxed out my Intrepid. I've not got the Gladiator, so I don't quite know how it compares to the other G3 ships. I'd have to, if you go onto stfc.space, I'm sure you'll be able to find a comparison on there. Also, it does use up to rare and rare gas, but the biggest pain in the backside with this thing is the spore components. 48,000. That's a hell of a lot to dig up, and it does take a while, but luckily there is a way to source them. Unfortunately, there's research that comes with this ship which also requires those spore components, so you're actually looking for more than 48,000 just to sort this thing out. And the worst bit is, right, I mean, there is another thing I should have looked at the details. What range 50? Okay, it doesn't start at warp range 50. I'm thinking that's got something to do with my research, because I should have actually stated that. All the stats on this are actually based on my research level. So what the stats you've seen so far, if I built this thing, if I actually got another 100 blueprints, that's what it would come out of the box for me at. So I've actually got one kicking around in the docks, so let's go have a look at it, shall we? So as you saw, that kicks out at warp 50, but the warp range is actually a lot less. Without the research, this thing tops out in its research. I'll show you, it's not in the docks, it's actually out in the system at the minute. It actually tops out at warp range 30, and you will need additional research to actually boost that, which is a pain in the rear. So looking at the main stats then, so as you can see, mine is tier 9. Yes, I'm out in one of our territory systems at the minute, and my attack is 187,000. Now again, for a tier 9 G3 rare, that's not very good whatsoever. I would not recommend this for combat. However, it does have its own specific event for combats, which again we will get onto, because I'm procrastinate. Oh, whatever that word, I'm struggle to pronounce it some days, but I'm dawdling here. So the warp range for mine, obviously now, is at warp 65, and that is because I've got Cadet Scotty on the bridge at the minute. If I took him off, that would go down to warp 60, but my warp range has increased because of my research. Now I can, I'm going to call this back in ready, but if I put another crew on there, as you'll see from one of my other videos, the warping, I can't remember which one it was, it's the warp enhanced ones, where I compared all the different officers, including Cadet Scotty, and another crew which I can show you in just over 25 seconds. But what we'll do is, while she's coming home, let's show you the research. So we're going back into my base, if we can actually just get in there, if we ever get there, and R&D. Now this research was originally in the galaxy tree, but it got moved over to starships when we got that tree brought in, and it's literally this bit. That is it. As you can see, I've got all mine maxed out. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move myself over, so you can just see the boxes and the thing above me. Whoa, hello. So impulse speed, as you can see, there's only 3 levels, and it increases the impulse speed by a bonus of 20. So should make the ship a little bit faster, because it is a bit of a, I won't say it's as bad as the sarcophagus ship, but I think it's about the second slowest. And obviously as you can see, 3 levels, 6, 13 and 20, and that's all it is. And then warp range, this is another one which you need. Now as you can see, mine's already topped, and I can't do any more until warp till I'm at R&D 41. Sorry about that, but my bonus is 30 above. So as you can see, that's probably why out of the box I can launch one at warp 50. But obviously mine without Cadet Discovery would top at warp 60. but once I get to 41 I can add an extra 15. And then obviously the next warp one is the Mycelium jump efficiency. 50% bonus, and it basically reduces how much it's going to cost me to jump, which again we will cover that just shortly. Now, I said this thing was crap when it came out, so Scopely did something. Now I don't know if this was originally in the works or what, but they added this Discovery summoning. Basically what this means is you could send your Discovery to another system within its warp range. So I could send a ship Discovery out to anywhere within warp range 60, and then I can bring in one of my other ships, including ships that can't actually reach that system. So that's what basically turned this ship into an Uber. So what we're going to do is, it's back in dock now, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the warp range in crew I normally use this on this. So as you can see at the minute, I've got Stamets and Paul Culber on the bridge, and they actually reduce my mycelium efficiency. But if I put these two back on, and as you'll remember, I said that these three in combination enhance the warp range of the ship. Any ship, well, more particularly with TOS Scotty in command, any explorer, they increase it drastically. So now, just having these, I've got a warp range of 75. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a system, any system, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my current cost. Now again, this is based on research, and it's also on officers. We'll touch on the officers in a minute, and I don't need to go too far really. So if I just click on the next system, press set course, so as you can see there, with the officers I've got on the bridge at the minute, it's going to cost me 330 mycelium to get there. Now what is this mycelium? That is a very good question. This is the stuff, this is what we like to call go-go juice, and this is what helps the ship jump between systems, and it cuts out that annoying travel time. So as you can see, like 49 seconds for me to travel that system. I'll jump there and then it'll just do its travel time in the system to wherever it's going to stop. Now that's literally the shorter version of mycelium. Now if I actually put them two back on, and we go back out, and then we go back to our system, as you can see the distance is changed to 23, so it's not going as far into the system this time. Again, it's now down to 252, so I've lost a fair whack off that, roughly about 75 mycelium, which adds up. It really does add up. If you can make your efficiency better, go for it. You go full synergy with Paul Stamets, you can get that down even further, because when you summon a ship, it costs you 1,000 without these officers. Using Paul and Colbert, you're going to reduce that down. I mean, I think I was down to 777 last I remember, and I think because I upgraded Colbert, it dropped a little bit further. So so what I'll do is let's actually just waste some, let's just waste some, and then we'll summon in a ship. So how we summon a ship basically is we click on our Discovery. This little blue box up there will bring up this lovely bar, and then we can decide what ship we're going to call it. So I'll bring the Vidar in. There you go, I'm down to 757. So that's with the officers reducing it, and also the research that I've done. And there we go. And then what I'll do is I'll locate, and I should have, yep, there you go, my Vidar appears right beside my Discovery. Now, there is a little catch to this. If your Discovery is still travelling in the system while you summon another vessel, that vessel you summon will be back at the edge of the system where Discovery entered. If you do the summon while the Discovery is completely stationary, it will appear right next to it. So if you want to do it for a node, then brilliant. Right, so what I'm going to do is, there is another thing I'm going to show you. So what I'm going to do is I need to change ships briefly. This is what you call lack of preparation. So we'll pick the Kamari for this little test. Oh no, we're not. We're going to pick a Tier 1 Legionary. Haha. Yes, I've got the hijacked ships. I don't recommend them. I believe I said that in the Botany Bay video. And what we're going to do is we're going to fly out to Romulus. Seems like a good system for now. So I'm going to jump the Discovery out there, and somebody's come and pulled me OPC. Another one. Oh, somebody used a cloaking device. Ooh, there's a mystery. Who stole it? But hey ho. Right. So what I'm going to do is locate it. Let's get rid of these sidebars, shall we? Oh, hello. Don't worry about that little timer there. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon. Now this is what you get. Because this is out the warp range of the Legionary, you're going to get this message to say that obviously you won't be able to recall this ship because it's out of its warp range. It's saying it's too far for the ship to fly. Why these warp ranges exist, I don't quite understand. But hey ho, to me it would have been easy just to extend the time and say like it takes this about 3 days just to arrive in Romulus from our territory. But players still won't have it travelling. But as you can see, I can still summon it in. So if I want to summon it in, boom. And then if I try and recall the Legionary, too far. So it can't do it. So the only way I can send my ship home now is doing this. Just get it blown up. Now I'm not going to bother summoning that, jumping that back, because I tend not, when I'm using the Discovery myself, I tend not to actually jump systems. I tend to just let it flat, do the travel time and use the summoning itself, because it works. That little bit. Oh hello, I've got one already repairing, so we'll leave him repairing. I just let it travel out. That little bit of mycelium that it uses just to jump, that can add up the more you jump around, and before you know it, you've got straight through all your mycelium before you've even done anything. Now, so we've done the research. Now it's events. There's a couple of different events. The first one you'll see every single Sunday. Yeah, just the image. Sorry, unfortunately, I couldn't actually find. I didn't take a picture of the actual event thing you'll see on a Sunday, but that is the image you'll find on your tab. And above it, it'll say anomalous phenomenon. Basically, you travel to specific systems where you basically go kill any of the unknown aliens in them. Now, if you kill them with an unknown warship, you'll get a set amount of points. You destroy them with the Discovery, you'll get a higher set of points. But the best way to do it, and the quickest way to do that event, is to summon a starship. Twice. You can summon it to where you are, recall home, summon it back home, or you can just summon 2 starships to wherever you are. So just basically put your Discovery out from your dock to the next system, summon 2 ships in, and you've completed the event. You need 1,000 points to complete it, and summoning gives you 900 points. So basically 2 summonings and jobs are good. And that is the quickest way to do it, really, in my opinion. If you, however, you want the PvE chest, then I would recommend you just basically go to one of the systems highlighted with like a gold banner. Go to one of those systems and smack the hell out the enemies. Level 20 for me, level 29s give me the best points and means I only need to kill 10 of them. But yeah, so that's that. And then obviously we've got another event which comes around during the battle passes, and more predominantly when Turf Wars is on, usually, or some variation of Turf Wars. And that is, again, just an image, but it's called Exterminate. Basically, this is an event where you basically take your Discovery, load it out with a combat crew, the best crew you can find, and from what I've seen so far, I've not been able to do it, Harrison on your bridge. Maybe he's captain, maybe just on the side, but Harrison on the bridge really does actually help the Discovery. And basically, you just go battle it out in if we actually get there, if we ever get there, you go battle it out in the beta systems. Any beta system in Origin space, just go battle it out. Now, most servers, from what I've seen so far, they usually have a specific beta system. Either an alliance will say, right, come to our territory, we'll designate this system for your PvP battles. You can do it during territory takeover. Yeah. Or if you've got just an independent sector which has not been claimed by anybody, why not all gather in that one system and just have a massive shindig? Yeah, just battle it out. So, and that's what I like to call the Disco versus Disco event, and I think pretty much everybody calls it that. So yeah. Now, I was meant to be doing the crewing next, but I've already done the crewing. So I've sort of flipped my script around a little bit. But anyway, that is the Discovery. I hope I've imparted enough information. Yeah. To me, there's not a lot you can really say about Discovery. It's a taxi. The only upside to it is you don't have to go through a call centre to book a taxi, to book your Discovery, to summon a ship. But it does take the travel time if you don't want to use a Mycelium. Now, I should say, where these systems are dotted. There's two types of systems. There's a level 23 system and there's a level 28 system, and they all contain Mycelium nodes where you can go mine Mycelium. Your Discovery mine takes 50 seconds to mine it. It's an 800 node. For some reason, Scopely haven't done any bigger nodes. Why, I do not know. Probably because they just don't want to do it. I don't know. But I have found another way of mining Mycelium faster, but it turns mining from a passive activity in the game to a pure active, because I can mine with an maxed out horizon with, and I might be, I'll have to speed it up, and I'll show you the crew that I use to mine Mycelium. I use M3. Less than 40 seconds to mine an 800 node with a horizon. It's faster than the Discovery. So if you absolutely love mining Mycelium, that's your best crew, because you can get it done a lot faster. I mean, I'll use them and I will use a Discovery, and I'll just load them both up to about 14,000. That gives me about 2 days worth of pulls, because there is a refinery. Yay! There is a refinery. I suppose I better throw that in as well, hadn't I? Because I don't want to be said that I've missed something. So let's have a quick look at the refinery. Now, it is down under support. It was originally, I think it was called Discovery. And as you can see, you got Mycelium Greenhouse and you got the Discovery Refinery. Now, the Discovery Refinery is what you'll get through Anomalous Phenomenon. And I even show you the rewards that you get for that. There you go. There's the rewards for Anomalous Phenomenon. That's what you get paid out. And you get, what is it, over 500 of those com badges, and you'll get, what, 5,000 Mycelium as well. Now, where you can take your Mycelium is here to the greenhouse. And you can cash it in. As you can see, I'm guessing I didn't claim it this morning because I must have had full. But this is the cost for me at tier 9. One chest 5,000, two chests 12,500. To be honest, which one's worth it? It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It depends on how much jumping around you do. If you do a lot of jumping around, then obviously the 2 chests is going to be the one for you. If you barely use your Discovery, keep it efficient, keep it cheap, 5,000. You can't go wrong. So that's the Discovery. That's its refinery. Let me know what you think in the comments. Was the Discovery a great addition when it came out for you? Or was it a big fat lemon? Was the submarine an excellent addition to the game for the Discovery? Because I personally think it was. It certainly brought some life to the Discovery. And what do you think about the events? Do you enjoy them? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to smash the like button and also hit the subscribe button so you know when I'm releasing future content. So the next specialty video will be going back a little bit. It will be going back to the oh hello. It will be going back and discussing the Devore. I forgot to also mention that the Discovery launches at Shipyard 21. So please bear that in mind when you actually get your Discovery. You need to be at least Operations 21 and above to get your Discovery. So that's all I can say about it, really. Not an awful lot. So it is, yeah, I'm really trying to think of something else to say about this Discovery, but I just can't think of anything. So this is Admiral Pegasus saying, stay safe and live long and prosper. Until the next video, good night.